5:11 p.m. Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. Episode number 868 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Jonathan, we've begun. We've started. Given you a beverage container.
Spring loaded.
Get yoked.
I'm getting yoked.
Because that's what it's about. Summertime 2021.
Gains.
Lean gains.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Brought to you by
Mad Gains.
Get Yoked.
Mad Gains and Get
Mad
Yoked.
Gains.
Collab.
Yeah, that's a crazy collab.
The UID Get Yoked.
Did you know
Mad
that Get
Gains?
Yoked and Mad Gains and
UID?
Lean Cuts all got together to sponsor just a single episode? This is episode you said 868?
Yes. Yoked, does that mean it's a egg-based protein, maybe? No, it's not a double entendre.
Ooh. I was looking at some Night Court reboot talk.
Okay.
On the internet.
All right.
Reading some of the comments.
I have an NDA.
I know that.
So, I mean, I can only...
So, share with us, as I say this, only what you're legally allowed to.
I may have to
get
call
sued
get
by
my
your
lawyer
dad
on the line. Make sure I'm not in violation of anything.
John Larroquette's Dan Field should be the judge.
Okay.
Dan Field?
Well, maybe it autocorrect.
What? Yeah.
Autocorrect?
Oh, Tony Sopran.
Maybe that's what it. Maybe it's just a shorthand.
Donnie Drape. You know how it is. Oh, Archie Bunk. Oh, Archie Bunk.
Bunk.
He said some crazy stuff. So Dan Field wants to chime in. There was a debate about your dad's character, if it's being problematic. Now, it's not the 80s anymore.
It certainly is not.
Is this going to fly? He'll be a 73-year-old version of Dan Fielding, or Dan Field, as was I like to call him. He'll be a 73-year-old version of D. Field. So I don't think it'll be a big deal, unless they want to portray him as a Viagra Cialis addict. LOL.
All right.
So I know you can't say anything if that's on the nose.
That's right on the.
If that's right on the
button.
On the button.
What was the alternative? I mean, this was a reaction to somebody else's comment.
Oh, people were very angry. Like, you can't put a straitjacket on Dan Field. You can't tie him up.
D. Fields.
D. Field is a tiger. He's got to roam. So there was this debate. Is it even possible? Is this character
Judge D. Field?
Judge D. Field. Could he be unleashed on America right now at this time?
I think maybe.
I don't know.
More now than
Unless
ever.
they make him a Cialis Viagra addict. LOL. What are you going to do? Got to get into the comments. I like to get the pulse.
I'm not at liberty to comment, unfortunately.
I know.
So.
On anyone involved. Melissa.
Nobody.
John. Mel,
luck,
as I call her. Mel.
Just sitting. We'll just
time will tell.
Time will tell. We'll just have to sit back.
We'll see it. We'll find out. Well, the rest of us will find out together. You will already.
I already know.
You'll already know.
I already know.
You already know.
In the fine state of Colorado, the state has its first litter of gray wolf pups since the 1940s, when the species was hunted, trapped, and poisoned into extinction in Colorado. Wildlife officials have said that this is the first litter since then.
What did we do?
Killed them all.
We killed them all. What did we do? We
trapped them,
skinned them, poisoned them,
and
cooked them, ate them,
forced them into extinction
until they were basically, well, maybe not extinction, because it sounds as if,
well, I think
how they manufacture that, what they do.
Still be extinct even if like there's one that exists. Like it could mean that there's just I think to be an extinct species, you could still have living specimens of the species on Earth, but there's just no possible hope that
it will thrive.
Even
again.
if you have a kid, like it's gonna be over. Because they didn't like spin these up in like a test
That's what I
tube
thought.
or
I was
something.
wondering, is that some sort of like
It had to be a couple
hybrid Colorado lab?
Lingering around.
All right. So you can be extinct even when you're not extinct. I like that.
I might be talking shit.
Can't count me out yet. Travis Tritt told me that. You can't count me out yet. You're extinct, sir. Not yet.
What is the definition of extinct?
Or a species, family, or other larger group having no living members.
Ooh.
Would you like to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
Or a volcano not having erupted in recorded history.
But you don't know that because just when you get cocky, that's like when you throw the fireworks in a trash can and it doesn't light, and so you send your little brother over to like peek in, see if it's still lit. You don't want to do that. Peek in that volcano. It's never erupted. Come on, what's the worst thing that can happen? So, whatever the word means, back in the 1940s in Colorado, they took this beautiful species. Can I say that? Is that proper? And they almost brought it to extinction. But now it's back.
I guess they did. Maybe they got it from somewhere else.
Maybe they brought in that species from another place. No. They just meant extinct in Colorado is what they meant. That's like what happens when they throw you out of the state. You're extinct in Colorado. Don't come back. Kick rocks, you're extinct in Colorado. That's what happened to us last time we played. That's why we haven't been back to Denver. Are you aware that
several species believed to be extinct that have been discovered to be still alive?
That happens.
There's over
7,000.
7,000 different ones. I think what I'm saying is
correct.
Incorrect.
Okay.
That in order to be extinct, that they would have to believe that there was no known surviving members.
Could not bring them back from the brink.
They must have gotten
a hold of some.
Into extinction in Colorado. So they found them elsewhere,
to Wyoming,
pulled them in.
Brought them in. You're like, how'd you like to move?
I just thought, like, you know what? It's like a chess game.
Tell me more. Queen's Gambit.
Like
tell me more.
You could hit a point where, we're still playing right now, but you've already lost. So, like, this species is extinct, even though we still got a
second somebody sits across from you at the board, they lost.
As soon as their father bought them their first game.
Usually when the player goes to move against you, I just stop the hand and say, why? You've already lost. Oh, did you? The last time I watched you play chess, I thinking it was at a park in Portland. It was one of those speed games. The second that the gentleman...
I needed some money.
Second the gentleman moved his first piece,
I was a little light
and
on
I don't
cash,
know nothing about chess. The second he moved it, I leaned over and was like, you just lost. Boom. Yeah. Boom. 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 You had that wrist brace I picked up for you at Big Five. Because you hit that when you hit that clock, is that what they call that thing?
Yeah.
You hit it hard. Queen's Gambit. Every time you yell that. This is before the show came out. Searching for Bobby. B-Fisher.
B-Fisher.
B-Fish. You aware that American Airlines has canceled essentially every flight?
Because they don't have any...
They don't have any planes or any people?
People to fly them or
to
certainly
be on them. Because I was on one.
They have plenty of people
willing to get on
trying to travel right now, but they seem to be maybe a little low on staff. And so as a result,
they've canceled all their flights. It's an odd thing for an airline to just cancel all your flights.
So we might not have seen the end of this,
Roma,
these repercussions.
Remember how you were getting into Burbank at 9 a.m. for that 1:25 football game? You were going to get into Burbank.
They already canceled that?
We're not doing that now. You get in at 2 o'clock now. Well, that doesn't work for me.
Cuts it a little.
That don't work for me because game starts
as opposed to what?
9 a.m. Now, what's the deal on a refund on that? Is that something that I can be like,
Full refund.
That's a 5-hour difference.
Full refund.
So I went to Delta. I'm a Delta man. Always have been, always will be. I'm going Delta. I'm going to get back into LAX at 11 a.m. I'm just going to shoot right over to the game from LAX. You know, before I was going to come home, have some steel-cut oatmeal, take a shower, tell Mies about the trip. Nah.
We'll have to wait.
This time I'll just pick the game up and get right in. Empty stomach. Go right in. So
what kind of? Don't they have to have some
you said 9 a.m.
vegan offerings at the new stadium? I mean, Dodger Stadium does. They got protein power or whatever it's called.
Protein power?
That truck, is that what it's called?
Plant food?
Plant power?
I like protein power. That's our...
Plant Power has a install at Dodger Stadium.
All right. How about Protein Power by Yoked? They did. I think they sponsored 8 of UhhYeahDude.
Yoked or Protein Power?
Yeah, Protein Power by Yoked.
By yeah.
Did you cancel all your flights? You're an airline. Yeah, you were getting it at 9. How's 2? Well, normally
Changes things.
I'm sure for some people on the plane,
No big.
just kind of an inconvenience. But for business people like me,
Or maybe even a plus. Like I get
oh
to sleep
shit.
in. A late checkout.
Oh, great. No, it's the same. It was like a layover. It was like a Phoenix layover.
So you still got to leave
Yeah.
at the same time.
You got to leave at the same time.
You just got to kick it in Dallas
5 hours,
for fucking...
yeah. Do you like Phoenix? Yeah, it's all right. How you like the airport? You
You
like
like
5
it for
hours?
5 hours?
Don't worry, we're an airline. What? Yeah.
So they already know that they're out of business.
I basically saying like, assume that like, if you have a flight booked on American Airlines this year, yeah, that's going to get
Rerouted.
squirrely, rerouted, as they say.
Reroute.
Reroute. Wow. Glad you're on it. So now you have no pilots? You have no, what do you?
I think there's definitely no flight crews.
No flight crews.
And-
Because they're too busy trying to like open the doors of the planes and like scream things and yell, jump out of them.
I don't know. I just know there's where we are hiring signs everywhere I go.
All right.
now.
Let's get it.
So I have no idea what's going on. It just seems to me I come into the city and all I see are
So basically,
we're hiring.
everyone is either like driving for fucking Grubhub or you're a flight attendant. It's it. I like it. I'm a Delta man. You know?
I used to be.
You know, Jonathan, when you fly your first flight when you're a baby, when you're a boy and you fly in Delta, it's like
Gets in you.
gets in ya. You know?
Yeah, I'm a more of an Alaska.
Alaska. Yeah. That's a good airline.
It is.
Let's check your itinerary. I'm sure this is not just going to be, this is going to be an industry-wide problem.
Yeah, we'll be reporting back on this for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people, I guess, that were flying last year and now they're trying to like, you did one of those things where I called the 1-800 number at 10 o'clock in the morning and they were like, we're going to call you back in no less than 4 hours. I was like, that's fine. I'm going to run some errands. I'll get back here and at 2 o'clock, I'm not going nowhere. 10 o'clock at night rolls around and I'm like, they never called me back. Sunday morning, Father's Day at 5:15 a.m., the phone rings. Checked the caller ID. A little bit later when I got up, oh, you gave me that call back. Father's Day at 5:15 a.m. And they can be like,
Told you.
we called you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Non-refundable. You get one chance. So wait a minute.
Father's Day at 5
Happy
a.m.
Father's Day. So yeah, we're going to get some tricks with this industry. But might just become a flight attendant. You probably fly for free.
Not only that, I could fly for free. I could have your buddy
Yeah,
pass.
my boyfriend passed. Like, come on, right? We do that?
I go on standby, fucking take off anywhere I want.
Yeah,
all the
wait,
time.
is he in Greece? Yeah, he's in Greece.
Stood by.
Yeah, Seth got a job at Delta. So Jonathan's in Greece. So wait a minute. Seth is working, but Jonathan is using the miles and traveling. Yeah, it's cool for Jonathan.
great.
It's been great.
For Jonathan.
Seth, on the other hand, the passengers yell at him a lot.
More than half of the cosmetics sold in the United States and Canada likely contain high levels of a toxic industrial compound that is linked to serious health conditions, including cancer, reduced birth weight, according to a new study. Researchers at the University of Notre Dame have tested more than 230 commonly used cosmetics and found that 56% of the foundations and eye products, 48% of lip products, and 47% of mascaras
That's all I use. Those.
have all contained high levels of fluorine. Now, an indicator of PFAS, so-called forever chemicals that are used in non-stick frying pans, rugs, and countless other consumer products. Some of the highest PFAS levels were found in waterproof mascara, 82%, long-lasting lipstick, 62%, according to the study published in the journal Environmental Science and Technology. 29 products with high fluorine concentrations were tested further and found to contain between 4 and 13 specific PFAS chemicals, the study found.
Okay.
Forever chemicals.
Forever beautiful.
Forever chemicals.
That's why I get in there. All I need is a quick little boom on the lash, boom on the lips. Oh, you're putting
Good for the rest of the day.
You're putting character on your face. No. So
But we all are in some way.
we
or
all
another.
are in some way or another
I mean,
putting cancer in our face. I mean, right there. But that's a lot of makeup. That's a lot of American Canadian households. Open up a drawer, and that's just straight. It's forever.
chemicals.
Would you want your beauty to be fading, or do you want your beauty to last forever?
Do you want your cancer to last forever?
Well, wait a minute. You want your cancer to be fading? Oh, well, that.
Infinite cancer.
It's just, yes, Maybelline, brought to you by Infinite Cancer. It's just a
Yo.
little boom on the lash, a boom on the lips. A little foundation. Mommy.
I mean, you just think. I mean, it's probably not that much per dab.
Per particle, if you will.
And if you think about how long lasting they are,
You have to use it
you only have
less.
to use it once every 2 days, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's the mascara. It's intended for the pool for the summer. That's why you can dive into that pool with the
still come
chlorine.
out looking
Get the
poppin'.
chlorine. What happens when the chlorine touches the PFAS on the? That must do something.
Yeah, it combines
It
into
combines
a
into
tincture. A
yes,
sweet,
into a sweet
tincture.
nectar, but not a good one. No.
No.
So we just bathe, live, sleep, drink, and eat in chemicals that were not ever intended. They were not here when we got here. Let's
Weren't
assume
intended
that.
to be
I
on
just mean
planet,
they
much
weren't-
less
well,
in
they,
body.
Well, they weren't on the planet.
Right. Well, they were.
They were
Yeah.
in their own cute little way. But then we
Compounded
the
them.
alchemy of it. So you took that from the rainforest and here from Secaucus, New Jersey swamp, and you stirred it up. Ash, but look at this. Look at how
Look
my
at how
cheeks are
long
so
it stays
rosy.
on me.
Rosy. It's a lot of forever chemicals. Infinitely Forever by Revlon.
Oh man, who knows?
Who knows? Well, I think we know.
Who's to
Who's
say?
to say? Well, I think we are.
PFAS.
They said, and we're experiencing what's bad about it. It's called cancer. Why does everybody have cancer? Oh, I have no idea why.
That's PFAS.
Ask PFAS.
But what?
Well, nothing we do. I mean, we are living in filth.
As individuals,
As-
there's no way you can monitor, right?
Jonathan, it doesn't. You couldn't. We are walking around like as it's dissolving around us. We're just walking through it. I got a PFAS poncho on, as there someone is like chainsawing down like a tree. What are you guys doing over there?
Why is fluorine in carpets? I guess probably for like stain resistance. It's got to be
Yeah,
what
what
it
if I
is,
spill my fruit punch?
Because I have this rug that in my studio that I always am suspect.
Spill fruit punch.
I'm very
How
suspect
come I've
of it.
spilled all this fruit punch, but it doesn't stain? Don't worry about it. So you stand on the rug barefoot and just kind of dig your feet like into the rug?
Yeah.
Is that...
Well, I actually hang out on it.
I lay it. I play on it. I tongue it. I love this rug.
Yeah, it's like for water repelling.
How about... It's very exciting, when you're watching TV and you see podcasters, when you see visibility and representation of your craft, of your artistry. It's nice to to see that in mainstream media, to feel like what we do is accepted. I was watching a commercial for Humira. Humira is for ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. And there was a woman, and her symptoms, she said, were keeping me from being where I needed to be. And you see these, and usually, I think we talked about this, it's usually like a woman who's like at her kid's like basketball game, and she's like, he's about to miss a free throw, and she's got to go to the bathroom. And it's like, you're not missing anything. Like, don't worry about it.
This is for incontinence?
No, I think this is...
anxiety?
No, gastrointestinal issues. Unpleasant gastrointestinal...
Diarrhea.
Issues. Which is
chronic diarrhea.
Unbelievable and would be the worst, but you're not missing anything at your kid's... Like, he's missing every free throw.
Forever.
Trust. But we hired the coach, the free throw coach. Why?
He's never going to be good at this.
Why would you hire a free throw coach? His big, spindly little arms can barely get the ball there.
So wait, what does this have to do with podcast?
She's like, this is keeping me from where I need to be. Where does she need to be? She needs to be in the garage with a red light. A red light comes on. And we don't have that. The red light means we're taping a podcast here.
We're
recording.
Do not enter.
Hey, don't enter here. The Christina and Katie podcast. They have a beautiful... Even though they're not filming it and it's in the garage,
show?
No, they have a beautiful
a sign,
like a wooden
radio?
sign, yeah, like a Christine and Katie podcast,
fan made, maybe
probably
fan art,
and so they put it up
as we do,
as you do when you podcast with the red light on.
So you want a red light?
I want to do what they do. I think it's also. I'm pretty sure they're a couple. They don't. They're keeping it sort of vague, but they're having like lunch together in the commercial. They're having dinner together in the commercial. They're also like having cocoa by a fire pit in the backyard.
And the podcast.
And the podcast in the garage. I'm assuming that they're a couple that lives together.
And talks about...
Christine and Katie. And talks about their relationship and their cocoa and their fire pit. Like you do. In podcasts about, talk about real life. No kids in this.
Wait, what's the free throw then?
The free throw is usually... It's a mom. She wants to be where she wants to be. She's not even a podcaster. She's a reg mom.
Got it. So now they've updated
you didn't even podcast
to actually appeal to
real people
doing real things.
Real things like podcasting, not moms missing their kids like
lesbians podcast.
Yeah, lesbian podcasters. Yes, shit that's real. Not a fucking straight mom watching her son miss a penalty kick wide right again.
Yeah, trust me.
We got your penalty kick coach.
We got
your penalty kick coach. Aiden, why do you always kick him right on the PK? So this was like, it's nice to see. It's just like I see a couple of podcasters. I see Christine and Katie. I see what I see in them. I see Jonathan. I've seen me and you.
Maybe Humira is for us.
Maybe Humira is for us.
After
I know
all.
what Fire Pit is. I like their game. They're podcasting, but they're also having lunch.
They work together.
They're also having dinner. They work together. They play together.
So you want to start scheduling some more recreational stuff?
Yeah. You want
so
to basically
some fire pit time?
What Humira taught me is friendship.
We're moving into the
deeper
garage.
into this. Moving into a garage.
First things first.
First things first. Somebody paint a sign that says our names.
Because they're gonna do it.
Yeah, but I need it. I'm gonna hang it right there above the television.
Somebody sent us a red light, a recording light.
It's nice to see
recording in progress.
Finally.
Represented
podcast
in popular culture,
popular entertainment, in American pharmaceutical entertainment.
Well, they're marketing medicines to us.
Always
now,
hits
finally.
at the wrong time. When your son strikes out again. Oh, I gotta miss this. I gotta run to the bathroom, honey. You ain't gonna miss nothing. This fucking kid couldn't hit a fucking side of a barn. That's a saying, right? But we got him a hitting coach. Stop getting your kids sports coaches. Can't hit a free throw, can't hit a ball, and can't hit a PK.
Hitting coach.
Unbelievable.
Can't hit a barn.
It's unbelievable.
I don't think that's the phrase.
Can't hit a barn or something? The side of a barn? Is that a colloquialism? He can't miss side of a barn. Look that up. Side of a barn. And don't ask him. Type it. Yeah. So it's nice. I just, It's just
Couldn't hit the side of a barn.
okay. All right.
Baseball pitchers who can't get the ball over the plate.
Okay. Oh, it's more specific
Well, yeah, because
you can't. You got a
it's not about
strike
hitting,
zone.
It's about pitching.
It ain't about hitting. It's about pitching. That's what you want your kid to do. You want repetitive pitching motion on a child. That's good for their arm. God damn it.
Couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo.
All right.
If we say a player couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo, we're saying that they can't do something that's really easy to do. When a
Okay.
player misses, we say he couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo.
But that's like same thing. You could be at the talent show. You know, my ulcerative colitis hits at the worst times, and it's a father getting up from his child's banjo recital.
Basketball players who miss free throws, baseball pitchers who can't get the ball over the plate, couldn't hit the side of a barn.
Okay.
Both applicable.
Okay.
Very poor aim.
So, okay. Let's go the basketball. Yeah. Your son's not going to miss that free throw. I guarantee it. And when he hits just the net and he pumps his fist, because that's as close as he's ever got, you're wasting money on that coach, yo. He's missed so many shots. He thought he swished it. He yelled swish when it hit the bottom of the net. And everyone in the tiny stadium looked at him, laughed at him. And now he's fucked up for the rest of his life. And his coach is there in the stands, disgusted.
Sports.
Fucking why?
Kid sports is the worst.
It's the
You
worst.
shouldn't be allowed to play
Shouldn't
until
be
you're
allowed
19.
to play until you're 18 years
19
old.
years
19 years old. At least high school. Should be no sports before high
You should
school.
have 1 year of adulthood before you can
Oh my
legally
God.
play any sports.
Watching these vids of like pee-wee football players doing drills and getting like knocked the fuck out. Get up! Like, oh, don't do this. God, teach them. Teach them what?
Teach him brain damage.
Teach them brain. Teach them brain.
Yeah.
Leave the kids alone.
Illegal.
No one's playing professional sport. If they play professional sports, they'll get there. If they decide
After they're
there's
19.
if you know, like when you're
Because if you
19,
started at 19, then like...
oh no, because then sports would be so bad.
But that,
That would be a
It's
new
fine.
new league. It's a professional league.
but you watch them progress.
But you can
fast
only-
because there's all this.
yeah, but you'd have like the rookies would be real rookies. They'd be very bad.
But then you'd also have people playing in their like 50s still.
Okay, they'd play longer because then they'd get better. No, because it evens out. Like a 20-year-old who just started playing 2 years ago is going to be about as good as a 51-year-old who's been playing for 40 years. It's a weird league. You have to have 20-year-olds and 50-year-olds on the same team.
I think it would be cool. Just because you'd really be able to watch the progressions of the progression of the athlete
As an adult.
from the beginning.
from
to
their
the,
adult, like,
from,
wow.
From the beginning, like I've
from
never done this
19
before.
to 24.
I've never done
Wow.
this before.
Looks a
to
little-
like I won the
Kind
championship.
of looks the same. His hair's a little longer. He used to be 19. Now he's 20. And they won the championship.
4 years later.
4 years
He'd
later.
never played before, and now he's the champion.
It's a crazy new sports league that we started. You have to follow an entire generation of kids, though, with private detectives
sure
to
they-
know that they have not played the sport. So we got to hire thousands of people that have to trail kids for at least a decade and then pick the sport that they definitely never... You know what? I never saw him at a tennis racket. I don't
Not
think he's
once.
ever hit a tennis
I
ball.
don't think I've ever seen one.
You're in. Get on the fucking... Let's go.
You're on the pro circuit.
You're on the pro circuit. My new league. That'd be an exciting just to watch. And then you get to really watch them
progress.
not progress. Because if you don't start it when you're young, you suck. So the league is really not entertaining.
Maybe you're wrong.
The scores are very low.
You'll never know.
The basketball score was 21 to 18.
You'll never know, Seth.
You never know until you hire all these people to stalk these people for a generation. All I'm saying is that Humira is a wonderful product, and it's helping people, and it's also saying, hey, podcasters are real people
Yeah.
with ulcerative colitis, like other people.
Yeah.
Podcasters, like anybody else,
IBS.
can do it. We're not to be, we're not some sort of circus sideshow. I
So
think
this
is what I'm
is
saying.
saying that if I take Humira, I won't have to run to the toilet in the middle of the
I think
show.
what Humira is saying is it probably helps. I don't know too much about the
Plugs you
mechanism,
up. Plugs you up.
but it probably helps to. I would imagine all these things are inflammatory in nature, and it probably helps to just
Quell that fire.
let's calm everything down. Have a seat. Watch your kid. He missed another fucking free throw.
Go figure.
Go figure.
I don't want to take any of that shit. It's very possible that I have some type of...
We all have something. And if you have something, it's best to get diagnosed and take something.
Is it?
I think so.
No matter what.
I think, yeah. I think that...
I think you should just fight it. Deny it.
No,
and fight
I
it.
think you got to accept it and seek a balance and harmony. And because, man, life is hard enough without, like, having something that, like, is...
I'm pretty sure there's some type of IBS thing going on in me.
I think that you should go to your general practitioner and discuss this. Just tell him you're a podcaster.
Her?
Just tell her that you're a podcaster, and she'll say,
Humera right for me.
Is Humera right for me as a podcaster? Maybe Humera is only for podcasters. Now that's a world I want to live in, where the pharmaceutical giants create medicine specifically for what you do.
Crawfish on antidepressants
Whoa.
act a bit bizarre, leaving their hiding places and boldly going where crawfish don't normally go, scientists have found. A new study led by the University of Florida suggests that antidepressants that get into waterways are making crawfish too daring at times, putting the freshwater crustaceans at increased risk from predators with uncertain long-term ecological consequences. Crawfish exposed to the antidepressant came out into the open, emerging from their shelter more quickly than crawfish not exposed to the antidepressant, said Lindsay Resinger, a co-author of the study and an assistant professor at UF, University of Florida. Crawfish play a key ecological role by scavenging algae, rotting plants, and anything else along the bottom of streams and ponds. Quote, if they are getting eaten more often, that can have a ripple effect in those ecosystems, she added. So with more than 1 in 10 Americans on antidepressants and 50 species of crawfish in Florida, such a heavily dosed aging populace might be a prescription for a long-term ecological balance, the researchers say.
We act a little... it's so fragile. Fragile. The idea of the boldness, though. That crawfish, that's a bold crawdaddy right there. Well, you know why? Because he's on that fucking...
He's on that Lexapro.
He's on that lean. He's on that fucking Lexapro. So, you give... I don't know if they've ever done that in studies just in the lab. We're finding out right in the field. But you got that population. You got more things going in the system. You got those crawfish nibbling and drinking. Whoa, I never seen a crawfish out here. At the movies? Yeah.
Yeah, he just fucking walked right out of the
Walked
water.
right out. He's a bold motherfucker.
Came to see A Quiet Place 2.
He's fucking here. Heard about F9. He's on Lexapro. You want to see F9? What? He was like, F9? They're already on 9? I've been chilling. I forgot. I saw the first one. The Tokyo Drift. Which one was out? I saw Drift. They don't know. But you get species acting bold. That's not the way that Mother Nature intended. Species is supposed to act like the species. You start making everybody act bolder, you don't know what the fuck can happen.
True.
You know, if every species started doing a little bit more bold moves,
Bolder moves.
They're already bold. They live outside. That's bold enough.
Yeah.
They are out in the elements.
And eat each other.
And all they thinking about is how we can kill and eat.
Fuck eating and shelter.
It's just
and
a
shit.
raw world.
And now they're
Triple
all
X
bold.
world. Now they're bold?
No, thank you.
You can't fuck that. Hey, chill, crawfish. Who do you think you are? We're in it. It is happening. Mm-hmm. We're painting our faces with cancer. They're doped up, looking for a fight. They're already looking for a fight. They got to eat, right? That's how they eat. You got to fight something. Got to kill it to eat it. They can't walk into a fucking supermarket. They got to get their own food. Crawfish is in a drive-through. He walked right the fuck up.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, man. He's on Prozac. He's
It's a Prozac Chris.
He's bold. They're bold and brazen and real. Yoked. That's a yoked fish. Well, he's brazen, yo. I'll tell you, it's all. That's the beautiful thing, though, is that we're all connected. You know,
It's what's so beautiful.
it's a beautiful thing. If you think about this, forever chemicals. I think what they mean by forever is that they are like never going away, like love. Love, something strong like love that can last eternities.
Yeah.
Except it's a cancer-causing carcinogen.
Same.
Samesies. Love, cancer.
Forever.
But all that together, it just says, hey man, I'm living in this world's kooky. And I like to have fun. I want to mix it up. You know? Who wants it to be all boring? Like homesteader times. I ain't even seen anybody out here. No, now we're seeing people. Seeing people in our houses that don't live here. They walk right in.
Shirtless people that
Shirtless
don't live here.
people. I'm seeing it on the news. We're getting more, it's like we're getting more together. Like way more together.
Way more together.
Way more together.
Than we ever planned.
We ever thought. The door's locked. No, window open. Fox is going back to the drawing board. Jerry O'Connell is set to host Pictionary, a new game show based on the popular Mattel game that will get a 4-week tryout.
That went away?
You know what? He had a talk show. It's called Jerry O. And it aired 15 episodes, a daytime talk show, in the summer of 2019. We don't like you. Right? We decided, we didn't want to see you. Remember when they gave you a daytime
Maybe
talk
he didn't
show?
have enough to do within that context. So a Pictionary, it's a little bit.
He needs somebody to play
he
off.
Is super like
quick, witty, gorgeous.
all of those.
All those things.
Yeah.
Funny, smart. I mean, charisma to burn. You can throw a barn. You could charisma. You could throw a barn at.
You know, maybe not exactly talk show host material, but
More game show hosts. Now wait a minute. Hold on now. Maybe CBS Media Ventures is onto something. Ever since my failed drawing of a koala bear lost my mom and me our household Pictionary crown, I've wanted to prove myself on the Pictionary stage. So happy to be working with this team from Fox and CBS. Sharpen your pencils. It's going to be a fun summer.
Who had the talk show? What was that on?
Same people. He's in
same
the
contract.
They love him. Same contract. Yeah. Hey man, he said it's going to be a fun summer. You mean like 2 summers ago when your fucking show sucked?
It did suck.
And we watched 15 episodes? Or I did.
I didn't. Saw maybe 2 intros. But it was weird. It was awkward.
It was bad. Bad. But didn't we decide that we didn't want him? But no. Hey, so what is it? You just sign something and then like they just say, we will let you do this. I don't care if they don't like you. I like you, whoever I am.
Get out there.
Get out there.
Get back out there.
You sound like listen, didn't work as a talk show host? Jerry, maybe you'll work as a game show host.
I like you.
I like you. I'm Jonathan, your agent.
Get out
Get
there.
out there.
No, I think it's probably it's going to do better than the talk show.
Okay. Jerry O.
See, there was a lot of problems.
He's right there.
And it was like they had
See, this is
borrowed
a little-
the wrong set from someone else's show
Wendy
and
Williams
plugged him in.
went right in.
Seriously. So
So you think that was just the Jerry O show. Takes the onus off of him. Baby, this is Pictionary.
and maybe he is,
He's great artist.
no, but maybe
Humanitarian. Great father. Great husband.
Funny, smart,
gorgeous. Charisma to burn. Contracts to burn.
Money.
Jobs, money to burn. Hey, remember we didn't like you? Come back.
come back and do it again.
Do it again.
Promise us.
Seth will be happy. You do know the plan is only to kill him. I'm living in a Truman Show-esque, I think is what it is.
I mean, Pictionary is such a weird. Nobody plays Pictionary anymore, right? I mean, that was like a short-lived.
No, but I
thing.
think they're maybe going off because the quarantine. Everybody went crazy, so maybe things that like
Did they ever make
like
a Trivial Pursuit live game show?
That's
Was
a
there ever an
great
attempt? Because it was like
question.
such a huge game.
Such
they
a
must
huge
have
game.
tried to make a televised version of that.
Yeah,
at some
syndicated,
point.
televised, Trivial Pursuit, hosted by Alan Thicke. See if you can look that up. Trivial Pursuit television show. So we got Jerry. So I know that you were worried ever since Jerry O a couple summers ago when you were going to get a little taste. But don't fret.
Well, there's a TV edition. This isn't going to help.
No. A TV edition of Trivial Pursuit. I would think that would have had to have been done.
93 to 94
That's it.
on the Family Channel.
Wow.
Loosely based on the board game.
How can it be loosely based?
I don't know. It was hosted by
Christian.
Wink Martindale
Okay.
with Randy West announcing.
Okay. So they tried it.
They did try it.
Maybe Jerry will get to do that when this one fails. In a couple summers, they'll bring it back.
Man, Wink Martindale is still alive.
Still alive?
87 years old.
That's a lot of work. Give me some shows.
I mean,
He's probably doing game shows like in the fucking 50s or 60s and just jumping from show to show. That's what I got to do, Jonathan. I got to get in the game show fucking game. I got to host me a game show.
sold
Sunday.
1 million copies of his spoken word song Deck of Cards in 1959. So that's how he got his start. No idea. Peaked at number 5 in the UK. It was followed by Black Land Farmer in 1959.
Just doing spoken word, huh?
He became Morning Man in LA, moving a year later to the morning show. Then short-lived Wink and Bill show in 1989. He also acted in a futuristic documentary film about home life in the year 1999, produced by the Ford Corporation, which predicted, among other things, internet commerce.
Interesting.
His first break into television was in Memphis, the host of Mars Patrol, a science fiction-themed television program.
Game shows. We got game shows.
He was friends with Elvis. His first game show hosting job was on the show What's This Song? From 64 to 65. He had another song recognition show in 70 to 71 called Words and Music. In 72, he took the MC position at a CBS game show called Gambit.
Man,
Tic-Tac-Doe.
that's good living, dude.
Bumper Stumpers.
See, just bringing joy. Giving out prizes.
Great Getaway Game
Yup.
on the Travel Channel.
Smiles and prizes.
Trivial
The
Pursuit.
Wink Martindale story.
Shuffle and Boggle. Trying to make those fucking work as games. Jumble-based show. Jumble, which was a show that replaced Shuffle.
Dog, you weren't kidding about Trivial Pursuit, though. That was a... When that game came out, people went
fucking
crazy, right?
phenomenal.
Yeah, people went nuts. Like, did, like, couples... All I can imagine is, like, adult couples, like, getting together and having White Z and, like, playing that. Is that... Did I imagine that, or is that my own fantasy of having White Z with adult friends and yelling at Trivial Pursuit? I'm not sure. I've got, for you, on Sunday, July 11th on TNT, I got season 5 of Animal Kingdom. I'm bringing it right back to you.
I saw a trailer.
Did
for
you?
it.
You were like,
So she's dead.
she's dead.
And they got killed
Hey,
by... Well, I mean, they tell you in the preview.
Oh, they do. Okay.
She's dead. Another family of, like, other men did it.
Hey, whoa. Now, TNT's original.
All right. Just so you... The rights to the game were initially licensed to...
This is Trivial Pursuit?
Game was created December 15th, 1979 in Montreal by Canadian Chris Haney, a photo editor for Montreal's The Gazette, and Scott Abbott, a sports editor for the Canadian Press.
So rich.
After finding pieces of their Scrabble game missing, they decided to create their own game. With the help of John Haney and Ed Werner, they completed the development of the game, which was released in 1981. The rights of the game were initially licensed to Selcho and Ryder in 82, then to Parker Brothers, now part of Hasbro, in 88. After initially being turned down by the Virgin Group in 2008, Hasbro bought the full rights for US for $80 million for $80 million. As of 2014, more than 100 million games have been sold in 26 countries and 17 languages. North Plastics of Elroy, Wisconsin produced 30 million games between 83 and 85.
That's almost, yeah. That's like, we go heyday right there, right?
Trivial Pursuit was named to the Games Hall of Fame. I mean,
Monster.
it was a monster game.
It was a monster hit.
It was a huge hit.
83 to 85. Yeah, I'm imagining like
I mean, my parents.
Sweater
I remember
adults.
people coming over to my parents' house and like you're saying, like this was a grown-up board game.
This is yeah.
Of, like we're smart, we know about stuff.
I'm smarter than you.
It wasn't Monopoly.
This couple, do we mix the couples up?
was
How
like
does it
yuppies.
work? Is it
Girls, boys.
or do we switch the couples and then anything goes? It's key party now.
It's a fucking key party.
It's key party now.
This was the
It's
way
like the
to
ice storm.
test
Holy
the waters.
shit! Let's see. Well, do we work? Do we work up here?
How open-minded is
You can't work down here until you work
Kim
up here.
And Tim. Kim
we
and Tim.
won. Hey, Kim and Tim, we won, didn't we? We always win. It's so weird though, because we both after we win, I guess we both go back to our respective partners and go home. Boring. Hey, what if we just met up
Did
for
some
coffee on the
cocaine.
weekend? Did some cocaine.
Here's some cocaine.
You don't tell Richard, I won't tell Sally, and we'll just meet for coffee.
Kim and Tim, Richard and Sally.
And we'll get in the back of the Volvo. Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Where
we went wrong.
TNT, we know drama? No, not anymore. TNT, drama, period. No.
No. So that was when was that?
No. Now it's TNT, boom.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody get paid, huh?
Boom.
Boom.
But is that because there's
Hey.
more action shows
Hey,
on there now?
hey. It's boom. But those we know drama. I liked that. It's like, hey, we're a network and we understand.
But now it's just
We know drama. But then they were like, you know what? No, drama. Period. Like, all right. No. Now it's explosive. 2.0. TNT. Boom.
Oh, because it's TNT.
TNT.
Because it's like dynamite.
Boom. Yeah. TNT. Fiery fucking explosion. Kills your whole family. What? What about Animal Kingdom? What about that bad show that's just going to be 5 seasons deep in? They're bad boys, though. You know how I am drawn to
they're
fucking
loyal.
They're loyal bad boys, and that's like my bread and butter. Let's make a show for Seth. Make it about loyal bad boys.
Then
They're kind of on this. They ride dune buggies and fucking jump out of airplanes, rob a bank or two. But they're fucking loyal to each other. Blood is thicker than water, man.
I don't know how or why.
How or why or what in the world?
I think it might be there might be.
These are loyal. You summed it up. You hit the nail on the head. They're loyal bad boys. And family, baby. It's all about family. You know?
Yeah.
Is it though? They say that, but
Is it maybe
But
a
is
little
it?
Aren't there some maybe kind of gay undertones to it though?
interesting.
Isn't that maybe why you're pulled in a little bit
In the show, I mean,
Just you're a little bit.
there is a gay character.
No, but the whole thing
You
is
just
sort
think
of you could definitely. I bet you there's a large.
gay contingency fans.
Wouldn't you
Okay.
say those guys?
Animal heads. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say those boys? 'Cause there's a lot of shirtless surfing. They're all good looking, all built.
They're ready to rock and they're ready to roll. You know? Let's get on these motorcycles. Wow, that's a bad boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you might
Smoking.
have
I'm
you might be
dreaming.
a
I think
little bit gay for
I'm
them.
dreaming. I'm projecting.
I want to be.
I wish I could smoke a cigarette and jump out of a fucking plane. You know? Instead of gingerly walking out to the mailbox, hoping that nothing happens.
I don't think.
No, you're no, it's gay.
I think it's just
Probably
gay,
gay.
a little bit gay.
Gay stuff.
It's like how I'm into kids shit.
Whoa, wait. What? Stop.
You kind of Macho Man.
Yeah,
kinda
Macho
stuff.
Man
But
stuff.
That's not you, man.
But that's just it. I think it's you think it's more of a gay thing. No, less of a loyal bad boy projection.
What is it? What is it? Why do I I was saying, why do I like adventure-y, pseudo magical kids, Marissa was just you're you love teenage, but I don't like teenage drama.
YA,
I like
romance.
I like teenage sort of
Goonies. Goonies. You hit Goonies and
Goonies,
you're on a Goonies.
I'm
You've
on
been chasing the Goonies. Once you hit that dragon the first time, you've been chasing it ever since.
Yeah, it's something along those lines.
You know?
Sort of friendship.
Maybe I watching
magical.
I watched an A-Team episode as a boy, and I just I saw some loyal bad boys.
Yeah,
And that's just it.
Or is it something about the siblings? Is it
I miss as an only child. Fuck, that's probably what it is. As I didn't know that
kinda
being alone, I
homo for them, but it's also wish you were.
I wish I had bros that I could rob
bros.
shit with. Take my shirt off and if I had bros, I'd take my shirt off and rob shit with them. You know,
it has something to do with that.
Something to do with that, but that loyalty. It's blood is thicker than mother. Listen, I got to bring out the best. You know how I do that? I do that with Hellman's mayonnaise. But maybe you do it with Best Foods mayonnaise. Do you know which one you do it with?
It's the same, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Yeah.
Hellman's mayonnaise is sold east of the Rocky Mountains.
Yes, it's East Coast, West Coast.
Best Foods is sold west of the Rocky Mountains. How the fuck did you know that?
I don't know.
But they're on the side of food. We're on the side of food that they're telling you that. But you got to bring out your best. So you might bring out your best with Hellman's. You might bring out your best with Best Foods. Either way, you're bringing out the best.
Which company owns which?
They're the same company.
But what is the company called?
It's owned by Unilever.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But what happened here is this is a fucking Jimmy Dean situation for me. I go into the supermarket. 4th of July, I got the barbecues. What do? Well, I used to grab my Hellman's. Now I guess I grab my Best Foods. But then I get it home. And people are tasting my burgers and they don't like them. Because I grabbed a fucking vegan Hellman's and a vegan Best Foods. They're going to get somebody fucking killed with this shit. These companies.
Have you tried it?
No. But I'm just saying, these companies are going to get somebody fucking
Someone's
killed.
gonna get killed.
Someone's going to get killed.
This summer. With this
The way they just so
shit.
nonchalantly. Oh, is that Jimmy Dean
They
sausage?
should change everything about it. The color, the
Color
font.
scheme. Change the company. You shouldn't be allowed to do it. Because you need
worst foods.
You need worst foods. Gross foods. You need distinct markers or someone's going to get fucking killed at a barbecue this summer. Oh, let me put some Hellman's on your Jimmy Dean sausage. Well, this don't taste right. Well, it shouldn't because I didn't give you either. But it says it in the color No, they didn't take Jonathan's idea of changing the entire Jimmy Dean and Hellman's Best Food color scheme logo. They're just trying to fucking trick people, and that's how murders happen at American barbecues. I'm just saying these companies need to be held responsible for this.
I'm curious what that tastes like. I haven't found a substitute yet. I haven't found, because none of those other ones, the Avo, what are those ones?
Aquafaba.
You had me try a bunch of them. Not you, but you were like, they're not good. And then I got a couple and I'm like, they're not. Oh, there's a Primal Foods, that one. Oh, that one's bad. Right?
I'm just saying.
Shouts to Primal Foods, though. They did send us.
Into Aquafaba and Hellman's and Best Foods.
But y'all can't fuck with I mean,
I'm just saying.
they have not made anything better than Veganaise.
We got a lot of companies.
Earth Balance is the best vegan butter.
Oh, that's good butter.
Fucking, and
They're trying to trick us. And I just don't want, consumers, I don't like to waste money. I don't want a consumer to walk into their supermarket,
Die.
a Winn-Dixie, and then get murdered by their cousin. It wouldn't be right. Listen, I wouldn't feel right. But hey, if these American companies, if they want to get people killed, go ahead. Go right ahead. That's the capitalist system anyway. So go ahead.
I gotta know. I have to know what this tastes like.
Damn it.
I bet you it doesn't taste good.
No, it ain't good.
It can't be good.
It's going to get you hurt. It's going to get you bloodied.
It's dangerous.
And it's dangerous. Just saying, man.
The hood of a Gladiator, I believe that is a Jeep, is 45.5 inches high. Consumer Reports measurements show. Marketed by Jeep as a vehicle that can, quote, conquer the road, it's part of a cultural phenomenon of enduring consumer demand for bigger everyday trucks, some of which don't come with important safety features as standard equipment. Research has found that modern pickups, which can have tall hoods, large blind spots, and stiff body-on-frame designs, and which can often exceed 4,000 pounds, are particularly deadly in crashes with pedestrians and smaller, lighter vehicles. Consumer Reports analysis of industry data shows that the hood height of passenger trucks has increased by an average of at least 11% since 2000. And that new pickups grew 24% heavier on average from 2000 to 2018.
They need to be.
On some heavy-duty trucks, such as the Ford F-250, the front edge of the hood is now 55 inches or more off the ground, as tall as the roof of some sedans.
So the hood, not the hood of your truck is at the height of the top of a regular car.
Yeah, for killing.
Yeah, for conquering the road.
New Consumer Reports data shows that drivers have poor front sight lines, creating a blind spot that can hide a pedestrian or a smaller car right in front.
I can't see it
Because my truck's too big.
It's probably
My hood's too high.
If you had a smart car and you were in the biggest.
Done.
Well, we saw that Suburban when we drove by, and it was.
These trends are alarming, says William Wallace, Consumer Reports manager of safety policy.
I didn't see you.
Automakers
in my car? Sorry.
Missed you.
I missed you. In my own car? Sorry.
Automakers must put safety first for people inside and outside.
Oh yeah, that's
of the
what
vehicle.
they're about.
I mean, this diagram of a child is completely eclipsed.
That's like a 15-year-old kid too. It's like not a child. It's like a tween. It's two tweens doing a TikTok dance. And
we measured front visibility for 15 new vehicles, including the full-sized and heavy-duty trucks.
I need a full-size.
Because of their height and their long hoods, we found that some trucks had front blind spots 11 feet longer than those in some sedans and 7 feet longer than in many popular SUVs. When a driver hits someone in their front blind spot while maneuvering in a driveway or parking lot, it's called a front over. Front over collision, says Jennifer Stockberger, Director of Operations at Consumer Reports. A front over.
I was injured. In a what? A front over. That's a big truck. But you need to make them big, dog, because these trucks are for, construction sites. Construction sites are getting bigger. Houses are getting bigger. So I need a bigger bed. I got 2x4s. Is that something? I got rebar. I got to fit my rebar. I can't have a old-timey 70s pickup truck.
It's just so crazy to just indulge people's urge to just
bigger.
We just want it to be bigger, even though it's like, but yeah, now you can't see kids in front of it.
Jeep just said you want to conquer the road. Conquer the road?
No, I want to conquer this.
You're driving to Trader Joe's.
Girl that I'm about to
conquer
hit.
these kids.
How many did you get? Crosswalk.
I got 4 of them on the way to TJ's. How? Well, it's a front over. Not my fault.
That's the truck's
fault. It's the
company.
truck. I'm sorry. Talk to my attorney. Talk to my truck.
They sold it to me.
Listen. I'm an American consumer, and I said I want safety. I didn't mean
and
for
a big truck
and a huge truck. It's the biggest truck ever, and sexy.
And they said it was fine.
And they said this truck is legal. So you go to them.
Front overs.
Conquer the road? I'm sorry, I'd never heard that. They didn't mention it to me at the dealership. That's
dangerous.
Very
high and
big and
high and wide,
and the heavier too is more impact. So it really
doesn't need much to do a lot of damage.
When you get somebody like a couple on a scooter that just got gelato, you really want to give them a little pop and an extra, couple thousand pounds.
It'll do that.
Torque or pop.
It'll get them going.
Boop, boop. They'll really send them skidding.
Send them down the road.
Hey, Hey,
They sold it to me.
so sue GMC.
Don't talk to me.
We will. Don't talk to me. Talk to my attorney, Attorney GMC. It's dangerous all around, I would say. It's best to just, I'm not sure what it'd
Get
be
a
best to
lowrider.
do. Get a low, you mean to get, the lowrider would do what?
Give you plenty of visibility. You're
'Cause
right.
You're
at
right.
the
I mean,
level.
you're essentially, you're in a go-kart. You're like,
You're not missing much.
you are not missing anything.
Maybe a couple of squirrels or something. You could maybe miss a squirrel.
Yeah, you want to get, you just want to get,
Get low.
Get that cutlass low.
But then you're in danger.
Because I come rolling up
Hi,
to you
boys.
in my Matador. What the
They
fuck
don't
is it
even see
called?
you. Gladiator.
My Conquistador? My Gladiator, excuse me. This is the Conquistador line, and then
I think they have a
even higher.
Conquistador package on the Gladiator.
That Conquistador package has extra torque. Is torque something for safety? Because I have a family.
Safety torque.
Family. I don't, but I could. And so this truck is for my future possible family safety.
I mean, I drove them. I've been driving them. I'm truck obsessed, even though I don't own one. And the new F-150, I was like,
There's a lot of vehicles.
it's so big. Like, even compared to the one that I rented a year ago that was a year old. So that's 2 years old.
Yeah, it's
and it's like the new one
21%
feels
bigger.
like, boom, like it's like just a little like, it's just everything's more like
You like,
bloated.
look at that
higher.
one. It's like a Fiat. Two cars down is a 2019.
It's pretty nuts. And now they have because they also have cameras in the front, sensors and all this shit. So in order to try to offset the fact that the thing is literally like a runaway
machine.
train.
Yeah. The dealer, you just have somebody sit in the cab and like yell shit out to you or like hang from the fucking front. We got a front over situation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're going to have to talk to Ford.
It's on them.
It's really on them. They sold it to me. I walked in. I was looking for something simple, a little
Safe.
Fusion or a Focus.
And they were like, you
and
know what
they
you need?
kept saying, "Are you a real man? Do you like Animal Kingdom? What are the shows are you
favorite
into?
gay
you,
show
Only
that you
you an only child? Did you want brothers? Are you
If you always wanted
what are
brothers.
you into? Well, then I've got a package for you. This is our Matador Conquistador package. Can you handle it? Yeah, I think I can. Sign right here.
Sign right here. Drive out.
You
Get 'em.
own it.
Go get them. Go get them.
Go get him, Tiger. I will. Yeah, you got to be careful all around.
Animal Kingdom
and the
package.
world is like an animal kingdom. That is the world, is it not? Didn't they try to explain that to us?
In the show?
I've
never seen it.
World, that life itself is the animal kingdom.
Yeah, we are.
We are all, and so you gotta be careful. I think with your brothers.
Be careful with your
Be
brothers.
careful with your brothers. Like no one wears a shirt. This show, like
What's
ever.
California?
California. You're right. And so there's a surf. Maybe that's also. It's like a sort of. It's a surf and skate culture. I never.
But you're here
I
now.
can. Yeah, but I went into the ocean once. It was cold. Very cold.
Yeah, I mean, you can justify it however you like.
Justified? Oh no, that Timothy Olyphant. Because
still on?
I like a fucking character.
Is the preacher
old-timey?
or is the which one's still on? Justified or
Punisher
the preacher?
No, Justified's not on, but it's on in our hearts because Timothy Olyphant. I like that kind of character. I like a straight shooter who has a moral code.
Priest? Was he a
Is
priest?
he a priest? No,
Which is the one I'm thinking of? Preacher?
I didn't do that one. I just watched, I think, the first season.
Who's Timothy Olyphant in that show? What does he do?
He's a
Bounty hunter.
marshal or some sort of.
There's a priest in it, though, right?
I don't think there's a priest in it. But yeah, I like a character. It's almost like a Western. There's a right and there's a wrong and there's a moral code. And if Timothy Olyphant happens to take his shirt off, then so be it. I didn't write the script. Have him take his shirt off. I mean,
Again.
who knows?
What am I thinking of?
I'm not sure what you're thinking of. As a priest, is that some like comic book shit, like a rogue priest who has superpowers, or like it just
No,
doesn't-
that's that stupid. Isn't that the dumb Isn't that Preacher?
I don't know I don't know that kind of stuff. Justified is an American Western crime drama. It is based on Elmore Leonard's Raylan Givens stories. Timothy Oliphant portrays Raylan Givens, a tough deputy U.S. Marshal, enforcing his own brand of Hieronymus Bosch justice.
Got it.
It revolves around the inhabitants and culture in the Appalachian Mountains of eastern Kentucky, specifically Harlan County, which is interesting. I just watched Harlan County, USA again. Greatest documentary ever. That's Walton Goggins. I only watched those 6 seasons. I definitely
didn't watch all of them.
I know. I don't know.
Walton Goggins,
who's the
Walton Goggins,
the best.
The best. Jeremy Davies.
I was never a huge Davies fan. Yeah, I don't know why but I definitely watched at least the first season. That's sort of.
You loved it.
I liked him and liked that because I like that strong moral code.
Shirtless moral code.
I like a shirtless moral code. An SMC.
My name is Jonathan Larroquette.
My name is Seth Romatelli.
I'll never find this fucking show.
Thank you so much for joining us. You said 868?
868.
Dude, America through the eyes of true American Americans. We would ask if you could come back for 869.
Come back for 869.
It's not gonna hurt.
Go to our website, UhhYeahDude.com. There are click-throughs for some live shows that we've got coming up that we've been able to reschedule now that the world is seemingly opening back up a bit.
Isn't it amazing?
There's a show in LA in August, a show in Detroit, and a show in Milwaukee. Ticket links for those are on our website. August 7th in LA, September 18th in Detroit, and October 30th in Milwaukee.
Are you thinking of Preacher?
For 8.
Is that a TV series?
Preacher was the one that Seth Rogen produced,
yeah,
right?
Evan Goldberg is, that's for AMC. It starred Dominic Cooper. It's based on the comic book series Preacher.
Never seen it.
A DC Comics Vertigo imprint.
What year did that start?
That was
only a couple years ago?
2016.
Oh, so maybe that is what I'm thinking.
It had 4 seasons.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Jesse Custer is a hard-drinking, chain-smoking this is totally you.
Stupid.
Okay, stupid show. Enduring a crisis of faith, becomes infused with an extraordinary power. This is totally your show. A shirtless, extraordinary power. He embarks on a quest to better understand his new gift and literally find God alongside his trigger-happy ex-girlfriend Tulip and his new vampire friend. Who can make it through life without his old vampire friend?
I don't think I maybe watched 1 episode of this.
Okay.
But that is what this is the show I'm thinking of.
All right.
Yeah. This is the show. Justin Theroux's in it, right?
Okay.
Fucking shit, man. All right, I have to stop. I hate everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Please come back for our next episode, 869.
Is it Justin Theroux?
I'm not sure.
The vampire?
Oh, I hope so.
No, it's somebody else that's like a wannabe Theroux.
Oh, a wannabe Theroux?
Hold on.
So, the casting call was like wannabe Theroux's. So you had a lot of guys coming in with like pit bulls. Can I bring my pit bull in? No. This is an audition, sir.
Could it be?
Oh, my T-shirt's ripped.
Joe Gilgan?
I don't know that person.
English actor?
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. I can't understand it. I can't understand their accents.
I believe that was him.
As Proincius Cassidy?
I have no fucking idea.
A vice-loving vampire from Ireland? God, this sounds fucking terrible.
W. Earl Brown.
Man alive.
Yeah.
Now, Justified, on the other hand, how are there so many seasons of Justified? When did I stop watching Justified?
Well, but also, how did you stop watching it? Because you can't stop watching anything.
So what the fuck is going on here?
Maybe it changed scheduling and it fucked you up and you never got back on. You shook it off.
Nope, that can't be. It just I must have made the the executive decision that this is just not watchable anymore. Man, that's so many seasons of shows. Man.
You have any idea how many you saw?
There's 6 seasons, all 13 episodes long.
So you
2010, 11, 12, 13,
you
14,
watched
and
maybe
15.
2?
You think I did 2? And probably the first one was probably good. And then the second one was probably bad. And then the last 4 were probably really bad. Call me, correct me if I'm wrong. Even though they're not, they're bad. 888-842-2357. And again, call us with your favorite shows. Let us know what you're watching. Let us know what you're into. What can we need to know? Like what's there's all these sort of shows that you kind of like, you could binge like that. That would be a perfect, like, oh, I never watched Justified. Well, this fucking 6 seasons, 13 episodes, like your Gomorrah, which is so many seasons, so many episodes.
I mean,
so bingeable.
I don't even know if it's bingeable.
So
it might even
hardcore.
be too heavy.
Too much.
I actually stopped because I'm like,
Because it's so intense.
This is like a lot.
That sounds like that's a
I love this show so far. I love this show.
Well, you love Physical too.
That's
on
not
Apple
true.
TV.
That's not what I said.
Dying for more episodes of Physical.
I just want it to be over.
Dying for more. Only doing 8. I'll take 12.
Thank you.
Please.
Come back for 869.
Yes.
Go to our website. If you can, we are commercial free, advertising free, which means that you, the listener, are the only hope that we have. Please go to our Patreon page.
It relies on you.
Pledge to us.
It all relies on you.
You get video versions of the episodes. You get access to all the archived audio episodes dating all the way back to 2006. Discounts on merch, all sorts of stuff like that. You can find me on Instagram and broadcasting on Twitch a couple of days a week.
Let me just
Jonathan Larroquette
I'm just reading the tiny, very brief synopsises by season
of
Justified. Tell me if you think I jumped out prematurely. Season 5 features the alligator farming Crow crime family led by Daryl Crow Jr., played by Michael Rappaport.
Well, yeah.
So Michael Rappaport was playing I'm assuming a southern alligator eater. Did he talk like this? Let me tell you something, Raylan Givens. I'm like a Tribe Called Cut. Oh, shouldn't mention that.
The Knicks are.
The New York Knicks gonna beat Alligator Stew. Beat the Barclay. There'll only be ever one team in New York. It's the New York Knickerbocker. Michael. Southern Gothic crime drama.
We got a fucking clip.
Oh my God! For real? Yeah, it's got to be.
I just want to hear that. I just want to hear that.
I'll tell you something, Raylan Givens. I'll tell you a little something. Oh, please. Yeah,
Can we all agree, Reddit? Can we all agree Michael Rappaport did a fantastic job last night? This is from 2015, 7 years ago.
Stop it.
From the comments on other threads I've read this season, the community is divided on Rappaport.
I would say divided would be yes.
But he finally had his chance to shine last night, and he knocked it out of the park.
He hit the barn on the side of the roof.
He played the part of a man whose walls are closing in around him very well. You could sense his desperation.
Oh, I am in heaven. I'm just watching that season.
Hold on. Maybe we can just get
Let me tell you, Timothy Michael, stop calling him by his name.
The first video is Michael Rappaport's. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, did the phone die?
The first video is Michael Rappaport's horrible Southern accent. Is the first one. Just get me a little audio clip of that.
Oh, I'm coming right now for you. Oh my God, Michael Rappaport, Justified. Let me type it all in with my
finger?
dead index finger.
Seth's going through some healing,
God.
some nerve.
Yes, but I been waiting to do a chiropractor for 50 fucking years, and
Is it truly your first time ever at a chiropractor?
Getting in there and-
adjusted.
so scared. Like I said to Jonathan, didn't want to get Seagal'd.
Yeah,
Like,
bone out.
Just like, yeah, I give you a story. I'm going to sit behind you. I'm going to ask you to like,
Take a
just
breath.
be with me.
Let go.
Take a deep breath and let go. I'm going to cradle and I've seen the humdingers. I've watched endless, like the guy in Houston, like every fucking patient is like a woman in yoga pants. Like, come here, let me adjust you. I was like, what are we doing up? Are we going to be, there's no gentility to it. I guess
No, it's pretty.
the idea is that it's
a little.
yeah, they Seagal you.
intense.
Just like, should have called you and told you I loved you before I laid it down. How's my, all right, so, sorry, Michael Rappaport, how do you say his name?
Rappaport.
Justified.
And then if you put in accent and then hit videos, it should be the first video I was trying to click on.
Let me turn this volume up. And this one says, Michael Rappaport's awful Southern accent is ruining. Let's hit this.
You get a commercial?
Yeah, let me.
So we get him in the truck without Hot Rod's connection. How in the goddamn hell are we supposed to get 4 bodies across the fence?
Jimmy, do I have to have an answer for everything? Well,
Sorry, that was just, and then there's this, and it's Walton Goggins being an incredible actor. So it's not, Michael Rappaport's awful Southern accent is ruining season 5 of Justified, and then it's just someone writing a report on it, and then the only video they show is Walton Goggins being the best actor ever. Hi, Internet. You don't work, because people run you. Hey, guy who spent the time to write this, could you have maybe, instead of you telling me about it,
Cited an
maybe you can
example.
read it, because I'm doing a live podcast, don't have time to do the research on it, Nestor.
Another one.
Let me check. I'll just check real quick if I can grab one. Oh my God, I can't. I'm not going to be able to get something just.
No.
But
We're going to have to go get the DVD.
this is, yeah, it's in standard definition, right? How do I get that? How you get it on DVD? You order it from Barnes and Noble. They'll send you the DVDs. I'm
got to be.
very glad I dipped, because that would have, if I had made it 2 more, if I did 2, let's say I got through
Further
4
invested,
seasons,
and then you
in
get
season
hit like
5, like, you don't come down here to these alligator pots.
Mr. Roma Tilly.
John Starks is going to dunk on you. Cut. Michael.
Come back for
You
8.
gotta stop. You don't even got any good pizza down here in these Appalachian alligator parts. It's the water. Are you improving? Yeah. I'm an actor. So I guess acting is human beings are chosen by the people that choose to do it, and then they're allowed to do it.
Forever.
Well, for that instance, you've got Walton Goggins. You've got the greatest actor of all time, and you just decide that, like, you're going to get an actor to play scenes across from him, and you just get this dude? You couldn't, there's no other dudes that they read for that part?
They must have really liked him in it.
They loved him in it. Absolutely loved him. Oh my God. Can't, huh?
It's all just him talking.
About how good he is in it. On the red
about
carpet.
himself.
Yeah, talking about red carpets in the early aughts. We thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Please come back for episode 869 of our comedy podcast. It's amazing. Here we are. Oh yeah, dude. There we go. Right? We can't find it. It's done.
It doesn't exist. It's been scrubbed from the internet. All right.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.